They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Gerald McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Pretty good. Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Breeze now to throw. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and they're going to get him. He's slammed back around the 28. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the...
And the pressure gets to him again. Demario Davis providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for them to start things out. Shotgun now for Breeze. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Charvarius Ward on the...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
15. First down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Rodgers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tyler Ervin back deep. Moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Alvin Kamara. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice nice gain of 25 yards.
At the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 14-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Packers 17, Saints 13.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
At the Packers' 31-yard line.
Breeze to throw again. And goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's going down. He's sacked back in the 24. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On first and 10, here's Breeze. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. This one into the hands of Burton.
Breeze.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 46-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brought down.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Breeze to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Complete to Jared Cook.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Breeze. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Oh, my goodness, this is incomplete. Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And 7 at the 12-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On first down, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Breeze, and for the third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Take over first and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Breeze. He's got Burton here. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And the pass complete to Enunwa. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up second and 11.
To throw again on second down. Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The Saints on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Breeze again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got a moonwalk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
8-yard line. A 3-yard.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Rip off a big chunk of yardage two-point conversion, good for 23. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze.
Now you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete to Devin Funchess. A gain of 20.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Green Bay.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The
tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
It's a pickup of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy, the number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The high, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I pain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was the leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I be just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this loose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a I put the pain in the past, and if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop. Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off, and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off, and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off, and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off, and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Faking the give, Darnold. He's got his man. It's White. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
17.
A big play there. 82 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
His kick is
seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
46, boy. 46. 46 the mark. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check, lady. Check my 46.
From the 36, Darnold. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
All day, dog. 14, run it.
Wilson throwing after the interception. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle.
Wilson's pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson brought in over the middle by Grant.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Jets 28, Patriots 7.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13. And the return will stop right around the 25. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It's 4th down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes in the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10. At their own.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
46 to Mike, 46.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
That's a safety cream. Back. Under 10, 10. Motion. Ready? 6, Mike, 46. All day.
On first down, it's Darnold. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Gain of 22 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Darnold to throw again. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air again, Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st down, Harden. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 41. A 7-yard pick
from the 41. Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off of play action, Darnold. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Darnold eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Darnold on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Complete to Zach.
That's good for 28 yards.
28-yard gain. First down, Jets.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got this one completed to Mims. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Darnold to Mims, first down Jets. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be second and goal.
Incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Again, Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's third and goal.
It's third down and goal.
Now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
A gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll air this one out from Mims. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Flushed out right. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Harden. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The ball carried by number 22. He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Touchdown, New York.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Russell Wilson.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom. Maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his